Hi everybody. First off, let me say welcome to Long Road, and you are very welcome after these weird 2 or 3 months that we've just had. Hope you're all coping well with the strangeness that pandemic brings. My name's Steve Picton. I teach on health and social care at Long Road, and I'm going to go through the summer work with you to give you a head start on what you're going to do over the summer to prepare yourself for joining us in September. All right, so I'm going to share a few documents with you. To start off with, I'm going to share, this is the summer work. Hopefully you've all got access to that. The first paragraph is just a brief description of what you need to do, but I'm going to go through each section one by one and explore them in a little bit more detail and give you a little bit more depth on what you need to do and how you need to do it and why you need to do it as well. So, and one thing that I need to make you aware of before you start all of this, remember whenever you access a website or a book or any resource, please make a note of, it might be the web address, so just click in the address bar at the top, copy that and paste it onto the bottom of your work alongside the date that you accessed it, the author, and those sorts of things, just to start doing your references. We'll teach you how to do that properly, but there's a resource later on in the summer work that will help you with that as well. So, section 1, introduce yourself in no more than 250 words. That's about half a side, and this bit is all about, as it sounds, it's all about you, and it's all about the reasons why you chose health and social care, whether you've got a clear career goal in mind. It may be that you know, since you can remember, you've always said you wanted to be a nurse or a midwife or a teacher, social worker, probation officer, whatever it is. Explore that, explore why it is that you want to do that. Or, to be honest, you may think, do you know, I really want to help people. I want to be part of supporting people to better themselves and better their lives, but I don't know what area I want to work in. That's fine as well. Explore that as well. Explore the sorts of things that you might want to do. But it's only 250 words. It's about half a side. Let me go back and look at section 2 rather. So this bit is a self-assessment of your current skills, and these are specifically career-based skills or sector-based skills. So, and it's on the end of this document. If you scroll down to page 3, it's this. You've got a line here with not confident and really confident, and whoever filled this in is feeling pretty confident with whatever they were talking about. Go through this and just place yourself on each line and then give some reasons why and an example. Okay, and if you look at these skills, they are all about your ability to function in a health and social care environment: commitment, problem solving, respectful, and your ability to reflect. Now, that whole section is about reflection. Reflection is a really important skill for health, social care and early years. It's about looking at yourself, looking at what you do well and what you don't do quite so well, and exploring the ways that you can get better at that. That's really important as you progress through your career in the future. It's really important, and we're asking you to start doing it from now. But it's important to note nobody is perfect. Everybody has an area, not even me. Everybody has an area that they need to work on, that they could get better at. That's fine. That's not a failure. That's a good thing that you've identified what you need to work at. The most important thing is being honest with yourself, where you put yourself on the line, and having the reasons why you put yourself there. Okay, going back to the document again. So let's scroll back up again, and we'll go to section 3. which is another piece of reflection, actually. So the section 2 was reflecting on your skills that support you as a professional in health, social care and early years. Section 3 is about exploring VESPA, which is an acronym that stands for Vision, Effort, Systems, Practice and Attitude. We at Longroad have recognised that those are the things that support a successful student. So you exploring your areas for development and your strengths in those different sections will help you to become a successful student. And again, there's a table which is at the end of here, the VESPA worksheet. Start exploring these things. You're not going to find answers at this point in time, or you might do, but if you don't find answers, that's fine. This is all about a process, and this being the beginning of the process. What you need to do with both of those documents is put them at the end of your work. So section 2, at the end of your summer work. Reproduce the table and complete it. Put it at the end of your summer work. Okay, so moving on to section 4, equality, diversity and rights. Now this is where we start looking at the actual content of the course. This is a unit that you'll study on the course early on, because it's such an important part of health, social care and early years. How we treat people when they're at their most vulnerable is a really, really important part of what we do as health, social care and early years workers. And this unit is all about that, is exploring the basis of that and why it's important. So, and what you'll look at is how health, social care and childcare environments support individual rights, value people's diversity and provide people with equal opportunity. It will focus on why some people in society are deemed to have protected characteristics, what that means, who those groups of people are, and why those people may need reasonable adjustments to access employment, education, training, housing and healthcare, etc., etc. Now, what you do with this to start off with, there's a couple of websites here. I'm just going to show you one of them. We've got the Universal Declaration of Human Rights here, and the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. And I'm just going to show you one of those websites now. So this is the website that is to do with the what is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's a nice quirky little video that you can watch that's quite fun to watch, but quite informative too. But then you've also got some links to some documents, some PDF files about what those rights actually are. Okay, and then you've got, you know, this is the Convention of the Rights of the Child, and again you've got some links here. There's the full convention there, and there's a summary there. Okay, so coming back to me. So have a look at those websites, explore what those things are, what the UN Convention of the Rights of the Child is, what the human rights are, and then you move on to the next section. So you have a look at those two things. Then you pick 2 human rights and 2 rights of the child. For each one, write a paragraph explaining why you could not live without them. What impact would it have on your quality of life and family life if you did not have these rights? And then there's a really interesting documentary to watch here called A Class Divided, which is the you may have seen it before, but it's Blue Eyes Brown Eyes experiment. Really fascinating. Have a look at that, and then write a description of the experiment. Include a paragraph whether you think discrimination happens in the city, town or village that you live in. Give examples of any discrimination you may have experienced or witnessed. And then finally, for this section, write clear definitions with examples of the 3 terms and that's important, with examples of equality, diversity and rights. Hopefully by this point you should be able to explore those examples for each of those. And remember, as we've said, list all the information sources that you have used. Get a copy of the website. Okay, now if you're studying the diploma, the Health and Social Care diploma, that's where you stop. If you're doing the larger qualification, the 3 A-level equivalent, the extended diploma, there's some more work for you to do, which is this. So this is focusing on another unit that you'll do, which is the research unit. And there's some, again, there's web pages here for you to look at. I'm going to show you some of these. So read the latest research on coronavirus deaths by occupation and summarise the findings in one large paragraph. I'm going to show you the web page, which is here. So you've got lots of information about the death rates for different groups of people. Explore that, and as you go down, there's lots and lots of information in here. Really interesting stuff. We are living in particularly dramatic times at the moment, and exploring that is really useful to you. Okay, so going back here. So look at these things, and then you need to do your own internet research. Find 2 reasons why the data on the number of coronaviruses might be inaccurate. That sounds quite difficult, but it's not. If you put into Google something along the lines of why the data on the number of coronavirus cases might be inaccurate, you should get something back. Then number 4, you need to explore the 4 stages of clinical drug trials. Again, that's quite easily searchable, but remember to record where you got your information from and include it on the end of your summer work with the date that you accessed it. And as this says, now there is this resource here, Cite This For Me, which again I'm going to share with you. I'm going to show you. Here, which is a little page that helps you. So you need to be doing Harvard, and then you just follow the process through websites, and then you can put your website in there, and that'll help you. But like I said, at this point in time, all we want you to do is to be able to show where you got your information from. If you can cite it properly using the Harvard referencing system, fantastic. If you can't, we will teach you how. So don't worry too much, but we do need to see that you've listed your sources at the end of your work, so that we know where you've got this sort of information from. Okay, so that is all of the summer work. Enjoy it. I know that might sound like a weird thing to say, but enjoy it. This is about you taking your first steps into a career in health, social care and early years. It's fantastic. It's a wonderful thing. It's a career that I've had and absolutely adored. And you know, you may never be rich, but you will never be bored. And just enjoy the summer work and enjoy that you're taking your first steps out of school and into the professional world. All right, really looking forward to seeing you in September. I hope your summer goes well. I hope you have as much fun as you can, and I hope we get a chance to get out and about and enjoy some lovely weather in the summer. But like I said, have a good one, and I will hopefully see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.